Guys, welcome to my channel. In my previous vlog, I discussed about which is the best exterior among the PPVs in the Philippine market. In this particular video, I'll discuss naman which is the best interior among the PPVs. I will limit my selection criteria based on the overall interior looks, the quality of the materials, the seat configuration, and the overall vibe. So, hindi kasama dito yung mga features ng mga PPVs na ito. Of course, this is subjective and depending on the person's perspective. As I mentioned before, the criteria I mentioned will be the basis of my opinion. So, please comment down below and I would like to see your opinions as well. By the way, yung previous vlog ko where I compared the exterior looks, ito nga pala yung tally based on the comments in the last 5 days. So, ang number 1 is Nissan Terra, followed by Fortuner. Number 3 is Montero, and then Everest, and the last is the MUX. So, guys, mukhang nag-jive naman with my choice, which is Nissan Terra. Good day guys, today I will discuss the top 5 different PPVs now available in the market. I will discuss the different characteristics when it comes to the interior space. I will share with you the pros and cons when it comes to interior looks, quality of the materials, seats configuration, and the overall vibe. Again, this is subjective. I'm not claiming to be an expert. This is just my opinion. Okay, let's start with the Montero Sport. One thing you'll notice when you step into the Montero Sport is siya yung may pinakamakitid na cabin in terms of width, yung dimensions niya, compared with other PPVs in the segment. Siya yung pinakamakitid. Pero, I think you will feel it's kitted if you compare them with much bigger cabin space like yung Everest, saka yung Nissan Terra na malaki talaga. But if you come from a smaller car like for example crossover, I think the cabin space is adequate for the PPV segment. Pero actually, yung interior niya is maaliwalas naman. Siguro nakadagdag na rin kung paano nakadesign yung headliner niya, na yung aircon vents are nasa sides instead na protruding doon sa ceiling yung aircon vents na parang bulky ang tingnan. Ang medyo negative lang sa akin yung third row seats, medyo mahirap siyang i-fold at saka to unfold. Pagdating naman sa build quality, it's only average. You get soft touches here and there, pero marami pa rin mga plastic na parts. Actually, if you look at the dashboard, yung design niya parang hindi pang PPV. Para siyang pang crossover or parang pang kotse. So, hindi katulad nung iba na bulky. This one is very sporty yung pagkakadesign niya. Overall, competitive pa rin yung interior design niya despite yung may mga bago nang lumabas na upgrades ng mga kalaban niya sa segment niya. Maganda rin yung pagkakadesign ng seats, although medyo matigas yung leather niya. Nafe-feel mo siya if you are on the driver side. Okay, let's move sa MUX. Yung interior vibe niya is para siyang nasa crossover kasi yung design niya, mataas yung kanyang belt line unlike yung sa Terra at saka sa Montero. So malaking upgrade to for Isuzu MUX. Unlike before na talagang utilitarian yung design niya. Kahit na nagdagdag sila ng kaunting soft touch material, still marami pa ring plastic yung previous model. But itong new model na ito na talagang binago ng Isuzu. Nag-start sila talaga from scratch at nagdagdag sila ng materials that will uplift the overall vibe of the interior. Especially dun sa dashboard, soft touch material na yung on top ng dashboard. And I think it has the biggest cabin space in the PPV segment. At saka yung third row seat niya is the best in its class. So kung ang hanap nyo is bigger space that can comfortably seat 7 people, I think MU-X is a good choice. Unlike yung ibang sa kalaban niya na compromise na yung third row seat, which is only good for children. However, itong sa MU-X, 7 adults can comfortably sit even sa long drive. Okay pa rin siya. In terms of visibility, average lang siya. If you compare this, for example, with the Nissan Terra na mababa yung belt line, mas maganda yung visibility. Dito, mataas yung belt line niya. So, parang mas maliit yung mga glass parts niya. In terms of the quality of the materials used, hindi siya kasing ganda nung sa iba. So, obvious na talagang mukha siyang plastic. Although yung interior vibe naman is gumanda kasi maganda naman yung pagkaka-design. On the other hand naman, maganda ang build quality niya. Yung mga sidings, yung dashboard, parang wala kang masyadong maririnig na mga rattles. Yung bang parang matibay siya, parang magtatagal siya na hindi siya kakalampag kagad. But overall, itong Isuzu MU-X, on the average, maganda rin yung interior execution niya. It can compete with the other PPVs. The seats are well designed. So talagang mukhang matibay. Saka comfortable din yung seats niya. Not to mention that it has the biggest cabin space. Now, let's check naman yung Ford Everest. For me, yung interior ng Ford Everest ang on top of my list. Mararamdaman mo din yung mga materials na ginamit niya is talagang high quality. So you will really feel yung premium ng interior space niya. If you look at the interior of the Ford Everest, maganda ang execution. It's simple pero maganda yung quality. Yung headliner ng titanium model is black, which adds to the nice feeling inside. Tapos, ang daming mga soft touch na leather materials. Yung vibe and feel nito para kang nasa crossover, similar dun sa MU-X kasi nga mataas yung belt line. Napansin ko din, yung design cue niya medyo squarish, which adds to its character. Kumbaga, sophisticated yung interior look niya. It's so simple but yet elegant. So in terms of roominess, spaciousness, I think this is second to Isuzu MU-X. It can comfortably seat 7 people kasi yung third row seat niya maganda rin. So maganda yung pagkaka-design niya. Although challenging yung pag-ingress and egress. So kung interior refinement ang hanap mo at saka yung comfortable na ride, I think Everest is the best among them. Maganda yung pagkaka-execute ng kanyang interior. It's above the others in my feeling in terms of the interior comfort, no? The seats are adequately padded. Maganda rin yung mga proportion ng seats. At saka, yung space niya talaga is also good. Kaya, okay itong Ford Everest sa interior space. Okay, tingnan naman natin itong Fortuner. The Toyota Fortuner is the most popular. Pero in terms of interior, I think very utilitarian din yung feeling niya inside, no? Mataas yung dashboard. Tapos, yung design ng dashboard parang magulo for me. So, but it's functional in a way, kaya lang hindi siya clean kumbaga. Ang isa sa una mong mapapansin dito yung placement ng mga interior vents ng aircon dun sa ceiling kasi. So, parang bumaba yung headliner niya. So, it adds dun sa parang masikip yung feeling mo inside kasi mababa yung headliner because nga of the aircon vents, no? Tapos, yung dashboard niya parang hindi connected dun sa design ng mga sidings niya. Pero, in terms of build quality, maganda naman siya. Ito yung parang tatagal din ang design. Parang yung design ng MUX, ng materials na ginamit is matitibay. Yun nga lang, yung seats niya malalaki din. So, parang it hinders yung visibility ng passengers doon sa likod. Hindi siya proportion for me yung size ng seats niya. Yung third row seat niya maluwag, pwede ang adults. Kaya lang, ang hassle lang dito, yung pag inutupi mo doon sa side, which is siya lang ang meron nun. So, it hinders yung space kasi parang nakakatakaw ng space siya. I don't know why Toyota still insist on using that design. Yung mga kalaban niya, lahat na naka-flat sa floor yung third row seats. Ang maganda naman dito, yung second row seat niya na i-move mo back and forth. So, it gives you more legroom dito sa second row. Okay, tingnan naman natin itong Nissan Terra. Itong Nissan Terra, yung 2022 model, binago nila yung kanyang dashboard na ginawang burgundy na yung kulay, and then they replaced the steering wheel, which gave it a more decent and more beautiful look. Actually, yung dashboard at steering wheel talaga ang nagdala kasi yung previous iteration nito, hindi maganda yung dashboard talaga saka yung steering wheel. Napansin ko lang din yung sidings niya was still the old one. So, parang hindi siya kamas itong bagong dashboard. Sana kung binago nila yung sidings to complement yung sa design ng dashboard, mas okay sana. So, yung overall vibe niya sa loob, I think ito yung pinaka-airy yung feeling. So, ang feeling mo ba parang maluwag na maluwag siya. Yung size of the seats are well proportioned, although yung design niya hindi ganun kaganda. But in terms of comfort, the best yung mga seats niya, especially yung kanyang seats doon sa front, no? Yun yung famous ng Nissan na gravity seats, which is very comfortable. Yun ang pinakagusto ko dito. Ang ganda ng driver seat because yun nga yung kanyang seat, and then meron pa siyang lumbar support, which is good when you are doing a long drive. Yung second row seat niya maganda kasi maganda yung leg room. Why? Because you can move back and forth yung second row seat niya. Although nakukulangan ako sa leg support sa second row because of its design. Ang hindi lang maganda dito yung third row seat niya kasi nakalapat na dun sa floor. So, very uncomfortable. So, okay lang yun sa mga bata. Pero pag adult ang nakasakay dito, mukhang mahirap, hindi ka tatagal. So, overall, kung space ang pag-uusapan sa comfort, okay itong Terra. I think it is one of the best sa particular na characteristics na yun. Maluwag siya at very comfortable yung kanyang ride. So if you want a premium looking interior just like the Everest, then Terra is another alternative choice. So in conclusion, kanya-kanya sila ng strengths and weaknesses. So depende nilang sa inyo kung ano yung mas importante sa inyo. So I hope I have given you some ideas about their interior vibe or design, no? Hopefully, makatulong din sa pagbili nyo ng PPVs. And before I summarize, shout out muna nga pala kay Alvin Jason Peña at saka kay Darwin Comia Marcos. Okay, summarize ko na my conclusion. So, based on my observation, ang number one sa akin in terms of interior is the Ford Everest. It has the best interior for me. The second one is Nissan Terra in terms of interior vibe and feel, no? The third would be the Montero Sport. The Montero Sport is very sporty yung kanyang design, but it's only on the average side. And the fourth one is the MUX. It has improved a lot from the previous version, but still industrial pa rin yung kanyang look. And the last for me is the Fortuner. Although it's the top selling now, the Fortuner's interior to me is not as good as I expected. Alright, hanggang dito na lang. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again in my next vlog. Bye!